This is Brian, and welcome back to this commentary playthrough of A Link to the Past. So yeah, we're gonna try to quickly finish up the swamp here today. Yeah, the hookshot also makes a pretty decent weapon. Now, you actually have to swim against the current here. You need to pick up that pot or skull. Then I can just try to avoid these guys. If you want to go up to the middle here, you can bomb through here, and it's just gonna be some pots with like bombs and hearts and rupees, maybe, I think. A little bit of everything, it looks like. The only problem is I think if I come back out, those guys are, yeah, kind of camping in front of where I'd left off. But here we go. You actually, I think you need the hookshot to beat this guy. Or at least it's the way you're intended to beat him. Yeah, you just basically use the hookshot to grab those parts of him that come off, and takes 2 hits to take out each one of them. And after you get rid of all of them, he'll change his tactics a little bit. Come on. Now he'll drop down and just move around like that, and you just have to hit him with your sword. I didn't know if it let me get 2 hits in there or not. Didn't seem like it was gonna let me. Okay, he got my health down a little bit, but got him without using a fairy at least. And the next pendant. Link, because of you, I can escape from the clutches of the evil monsters. Thank you. The Triforce will grant the wishes of whoever touches it, as long as that person lives. That is why it was hidden in the Golden Land. Only a select few knew of its location. But at some point, that knowledge was lost. The person who rediscovered the Golden Land was Ganondorf, evil thief. Luckily, he couldn't figure out how to return to the Light World. Well, remember that you have magical powers, which only the hero can make the most of. There are some other magical warping points like the one you saw on Death Mountain. By using them, you can go between the 2 worlds and find the evils hidden in the Dark World. You are the only one who can destroy Ganondorf, thief. No, Ganon, evil king of darkness. You understand? Yes. May the way of the hero lead to the Triforce. Alright, another one down. And yeah, we're not gonna have as much side stuff to do in between dungeons this time, but I do have a couple of things I want to do. For one, I'm maxed out on money again. So, probably gonna go back to the ferry here and upgrade my bombs all the way. Like normally when I play through the game, I end up having to farm for rupees, but that's probably because I don't always pick up all of those treasure chests with the 300 rupees in them and remember where they're at. But as you've seen if you've been following along this time, there are plenty of rupees around the world if you just keep picking them up. That's even after buying the flippers from Zora and paying Kiki to let us into the Palace of Darkness. This should only take a minute or two. I think I got 3 more trips to make in here because I think it caps out at 50. Yeah, because the next one should get us up to 40, and then we'll go straight from 40 to 50 for the last one. 4 more trips through here. And yeah, I don't think you would ever be in a position where you'd probably need 70 arrows. Certainly shouldn't ever need 50 bombs, I don't think. But I guess it is nice to not have to worry about running out. Like, if you just had 10 bombs going through the whole game, there are probably a few times where you would run out, I suppose, and be looking for some to open a cave or something. So yeah, if this goes up by 10, then I know I'm done. Okay. Here we are, max bombs and arrows. Actually. Yeah, as long as you move in a horizontal line, I think he'll catch you every time. Gonna go back through the Dark World warp up here now. But before I do go into Dungeon 3, there are 2 more things in the Dark World I want to pick up. Kinda over by where the Sanctuary is in the Light World. Yeah, I figured I'd go back for that 1 heart to get my life full. This way, Skeleton Forest. This way, Village of Outcast. Okay. Okay, it looks like it is still a fortune teller in the Dark World. That's what they look like inside, if you were wondering, because I don't think I've gone into any of them. I try to read all the signs. This way, cave. Okay. In the Dark World, there's actually a shop down here. It's just a shop, though. I don't remember if there was anything here in the Dark World. No. They're like an arrow, I guess, basically pointing you. This was the Sanctuary. Here, it's just a guy who will probably sell you a secret. Hey, I'll tell you a profitable story if you pay me 20 rupees. How about it? Sure. Ah, thank you. Tell you the truth, I found incredible beauty inside the pyramid. Someone sealed the door. Can't do anything with a standard bomb. Okay. So, what does he mean by standard bomb? I guess that means we're gonna find a more powerful type of bomb, probably. Now, this was where the graveyard was. And if you actually use the mirror on this ledge, you can get to a cave that I couldn't access before. I guess I should have saved one of the bomb pots. But yeah, it's just another piece of heart in here. Actually want to go back to the Dark World. And get the mirror again. Because otherwise we couldn't pick those stones up yet. I don't want to take those guys out just so they're not bothering me. Anyway, yeah, if you run into this tombstone in here, it opens up. This is the magic cape. You are invisible when you wear it. Watch your magic meter. Yeah, I think if I tried to approach it from the bottom, it would get me stuck into that wall here. Oh. Yeah, I said there were two things over here, but I actually remember that once you get the cape, you can do something else. And plus, I remembered that something else unlocked up here after I beat Aghanim. I'll give a piece of heart to the person who wears the cape. Yeah, so... So if you go in here after you get the cape, you'll be able to make it through. And you'll find out what it meant by giving it to the person who wears the cape. Because you actually have to use the cape to get through here. You can hookshot across here. I think you can actually hug the top of that, make it around if you didn't have the hookshot. This is what you need the cape for. Because if you use it, that thing won't it won't make you bounce back. We're gonna warp back to the light world here because now the lumberjacks are gone. And if you run into this tree they were working on cutting down, open up a hollow stump that I can fall down. There are fairies down here. And we had seen this ledge before from the other side. Yes, another piece of heart there. Yeah, the tree's back, but unless you need some fairies, I don't really have a reason to go back down there again. Now we'll move on to the third dungeon. I don't know if it matters what direction I approach it from. Just gonna go over here. There are several ways to get into the dungeon. That bush out of my way. This is the main entrance, but you can actually fall through these holes, and they'll take you into different parts of the dungeon. Ah, dang it. Yeah, if you do happen to fall down, it'll take you to the place where you entered the dungeon. Might be a heart under one of those, I think, but I don't need it, so gonna avoid that. And there's a treasure chest here with the compass. But yeah, once you open it, then the floor changes here, so it's a little more difficult to navigate. And up here we have these Ibdos, I believe. Humming type of enemies. Small key. Actually not going to use it on that door. Not yet. Yeah, this dungeon has that guy. Be very annoying. If you stand in one spot, he'll grab you and basically take you back to the beginning of the dungeon or wherever you came in. Called Wallmaster, I'm pretty sure. That's just another small key. I will use that one on this door. And that gets me the map. So, yeah, just 2 levels. Basement 1 and Basement 2. Basement 2 seems to be just the boss room. So we've explored a good little chunk of it already. And over here is just the main entrance. And there's the big chest, but we don't have the key yet. I could use my small key here, but it would just connect me to the other side of that room where I saw the locked door before. There's also a hole you can fall in there, but I want to have the big key before I do that, so we're going to go over to this entrance, which actually gets us into a different part of the dungeon. Yeah, those guys actually take quite a few hits. Ah. I thought that Wallmaster guy would come and mess around with me here too. There he is. It took him a little while. You can kill him too, but he'll come back again. It might be a little longer than he would have otherwise. You actually need this statue here to open the door. Actually, wouldn't have to kill the enemies here. But yeah, there's our big key. Bomb through that wall. I think it's just magic. Yeah. We're actually going to take my key and go back and get the big chest here now. Hopefully I don't die. Because I think if I die on the overworld map part of it, it won't actually start me back in the dungeon. Gotta be a little bit careful of that. And yeah, sometimes they have those guys underneath the bushes. Yeah, I always like getting rid of that warning sound too. Yeah, and you take all the pots out of there, he'll just kind of glitch around there. So I have to set the floor that way, and then come over here. Pull that switch, will get rid of the wall. And there we go. Got the fire rod. This rod commands the red fire. But watch your magic meter. Nope. But yeah, we're getting most of the items now. Don't have too many left. Kind of makes you wonder what else are we going to pick up in the rest of the dungeons then. Oh, don't worry. There are still plenty of goodies available. Now I'll head left from here. There was a key under that pot. I actually don't need it because, well, I saved that other key from that other room. And there's actually no reason to go up here really, but I just want to go full exploration of all the dungeons if I can, so. This seems like it's kind of out of the way enough that it would lead to something important, but they're just trying to fool you. Because yeah, we're just on the other side of this room now. But using those star switches on the floor does actually change this room also, so you can get in here now. Which is actually just a trap room with those guys, so there's nothing in there important. And probably still gonna die at some point here if I don't find a little health somewhere. You actually need the fire rod to get through here, because you use it on that, and then it opens up the next door. I was just kind of checking to make sure none of these had hearts under them. So, you do need a key to get into that door, and if you had used up your keys, you would actually need to come through here. Yeah, and I mean, you can't see what you're doing underneath there, so it's a little bit of a tougher part to navigate. And yeah, that's just there for the key. I think this will just take me back to this door, so I don't have to fight through that room of those guys again. Guess the mold orms are back, though. Pretty sure there are hearts under some of these. But it wouldn't be enough to refill my health or anything. Yeah, that, if I hit that star, it would just let me get that other skull pot, but I don't need to. Oh, also, you can easily kill these guys with the flame rod. And I am going to kill all of them off here first, just to make it easier to get through this room. But you actually have to light all of these. You could use the lamp for some of them, because it does cost less magic, but I think I'll be okay. Yeah, and that turns you into a bunny form, even if you do have the moon pearl. But you don't stay that way too long. And cut through that one. And that guy does drop your other key. But yes, I have been up a key since I just didn't use that one on that one door, so... Now this is gonna drop you down to the nightmares, or the master of the dungeon's lair. I guess I think of Link's Awakening, they have the nightmares there. Now, I think the flame rod's gonna work pretty well on him, but you could also just hit him with your sword. I find personally the toughest part of this fight to be the fact that the floor moves, and you have these spiky blocks coming across at you. Yeah, I know I got 3 fairies, so I wasn't too worried about that. Still don't want to be reckless, but... I think if you hit him into the spikes, it might do extra damage to him as well. Dang it. Okay, I might have an epic fail here. Okay, got him. A lot closer than I'd like, but we did it. And as far as, like, overworld exploration, the fire rod I don't think does anything to unlock anything else for us. Link, because of you, I can escape from the clutches of the evil monsters. Thank you. Pretty sure they all say that to start out. Do you know the prophecy of the Great Cataclysm? This is the way I heard it. If a person who has an evil heart gets the Triforce, a hero is destined to appear. He alone must face the person who began the Great Cataclysm. If the evil one destroys the hero, nothing can save the world from his wicked reign. Only a person of the Knights of Hyrule, protected the royalty of Hylia, can become the hero. You are of their bloodline, aren't you? Then you must rescue Zelda without fail. Do you understand? Yes. May the way of the hero lead to the Triforce. Okay. I think instead of going back through the forest, I'm just gonna warp. And I think the duck will still come to us in the forest here. Yeah. And instead of getting fairies this time, I'm just gonna buy some of this medicine. Since the blue will recover my magic and my health. And I can afford it. Why not? Just trying to think if there was anything else I want to check out. I don't think so. We'll just head on to the next dungeon. Still got to go the long way around here to get to the warp point. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and call it there for today. But we'll pick up here next time and warp to the Dark World. And then we'll head for Thieves Town and take on dungeon number 4. Anyway, thanks for watching. And if you've been enjoying the content so far, please like, comment, and subscribe or follow. And we'll catch you next time.